You very much
doesn't
are.
have to be sexual, doesn't have to be a big thing. We can all just be nude and enjoy ourselves. Well, that's why, Ciara, you are going to enjoy this lady that's on the phone with us now. Let me explain it to you, okay? I mean, we are fond of a bit of nudity on this programme. And Ciara, what better, right, than nudity, but also a good cause?
I know.
I mean, this is the whole package.
You've grown so much.
Oh, my God, I really have. Well, let's say hi to Dee Featherstone, who's on the phone with us. Dee, hi, how are you?
I'm great. How are you guys?
We're good. We're good.
Now, Dee, let's get right down to some business here. What's
Right.
happening very soon? Is it this weekend, Dee?
Yes, it's on Saturday.
What's happening on Saturday?
There's myself and 300 other crazy women are stripping and dipping on a Wicklow beach
Oh, my.
for children's cancer avian pink tie.
Okay, now that is a fantastic cause, firstly. And also, by the way, I should say before we go any further, if anyone wants to be checking this out while we're chatting, the website, by the way, very imaginatively titled domain name, I have to say, kickingtheshiteoutofcancer.com, kicking the shite out of cancer, and shite is spelled S-H-I-T-E, and then there's also the Facebook page, facebook.com/kicking the shite out of cancer.
Now-
Amazingly, that wasn't taken, which is surprising.
Now, Dee, this is a very kind of unusual event because a lot of people go down the route of having a cake sale or maybe holding a sporting event. What was it about this that you wanted to do?
I just wanted to do something different. I can't bake. I don't do any of those coffee mornings, anything like that. I'm a bit of a crazy woman, and so are my friends. I just really wanted to do something different that was fun and a laugh. And my God, it's a laugh.
Listen, as
Say
well,
so.
Dee, it's kind of funny that you mention that. There's no real barriers to entry to this event, is there? You don't need any skills. All you need to be able to do is get nude. Like, you don't need to be able to cook or bake or coordinate any events. You all just basically strip off and have a bit of fun on the beach, right?
Yeah, all you have to be is a woman and have a few parts on you.
Yeah, there you go. Exactly. That's all it is.
Dee, you recovered from breast cancer, am I right in saying that?
Yes, around 4 years ago now, I had breast cancer. So this is when I was sort of thinking of this plot up to do this strip and dip.
Okay.
And basically, the first year I blackmailed all my friends into it, sitting here having a glass of wine one night and decided I'd set it up on Facebook events.
And I'd imagine
And
a lot of them were
Go on.
probably like, no way, Dee, not a chance.
They were just absolutely not a chance. And I was listening, girls, I'm bald, I've only got one boob, you've got to do it. And they're like, oh,
Yeah,
you're sick,
exactly.
okay.
Dude, if you're confident enough to get nude, you're like, ladies, come on now, you have no excuse, and you'd been through the ringer at the time. But can I ask, you're saying that this Saturday, you estimate there could be 300 people getting nude on the beach. I can't imagine it started like that. Like way back when now, when you were roping all your friends into it. How many of you were we talking?
Yeah, we had 70 the first year.
70 still not bad. That's pretty good.
Oh, yeah, I'm a very good blackmailer.
You must have a lot of dirt on a lot of people to get 70 people nude on a beach, Gee, that's all I'm saying.
From your
funny.
experience, is it young adults? Is it middle-aged women? Is it older women? What sort of age group are we talking about?
It started off sort of middle-aged, but now there's a lot of young people doing it, and there's a lot of, older people up to the age of 85, I think is our oldest dipper this year,
Wow.
which is amazing to have all the different ages.
Apart from the fact that you blackmailed the majority of them into it, Dee, I know that a lot of people do it for their own cause as well.
Oh, absolutely. Like, and the people that did it the first year, the first thing they came out, like they literally go in bricking it, and they come out and they strut their stuff up the beach. They don't even realise they're naked, and they're just euphoric. You know, a lot of women have body itches and stuff like that. They definitely don't after the dip. It's real women empowering women, and
Sure.
it's just great crack, excuse the pun.
Do you know, all right, you two,
What?
do you know, Chris, so far that these crazy ladies have raised €125,000 for Avian's Pink
Isn't
Time?
that insane? Isn't that absolutely crazy? €125,000 is just
So far.
Awesome. That's just now, right? Dee, can I ask you though, because I think this is kind of interesting. Obviously, as you describe yourself, you had one boob and were bald, and decided. Was this kind of a way of you? Because you even mentioned female body issues. Was this a way of you saying maybe I'm not the happiest with how I look at the moment, so I'm going to do something as outlandish as parading around nude on a beach, and then I'm going to feel better about myself?
I think it was actually more to do with the getting over, the this big C. Like, so the
Yeah,
big C is not going to get us, and there was a lot of people at the first time, and there still is, that are cancer survivors. And there was we were missing around 7 boobs the first time.
Okay.
And we were showing everybody else, listen, we can do it, and there is life after cancer, you know what I mean? It's a really important message we got out there.
So was it kind of because you survived cancer, you said, Jesus, if I can survive that, the idea of now strutting around a beach nude seems absolutely insignificant?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, sure, like I'd show off my body to anyone that wants to look at it these days.
Yeah, I hear you.
But Chris, Dee's a
My
sort of
boobs have
woman.
been given to medical science.
I hear you. Yeah, exactly.
Dee is the sort of woman who had a huge chemo party when she finished her treatment with around 100 people celebrating with her. And Dee, is
Oh,
this true?
great.
You used to kind of have fun with your wig and you would take it off at kind of inappropriate moments just to shock people for the laugh.
Daisy was a wig. She came off first time in public at the chemo party. I did a Samantha from Sex and the City scene.
Oh,
and everyone was up dancing and I just whipped the wig off.
Good
And that was the
woman.
first time anyone had seen me bald. And it was just fantastic. And then we used to scare bar people, you know, at the end of the night I'd take it out and they think they come back to the wrong table with their drinks. Do it for the laugh, you know, why not?
Yeah, Dee, let me ask you this. You always, if you don't mind me saying now, I don't mean to make an assumption, but you seem like perhaps you've always been a bit wild. If I could read between the lines here, had you ever done anything like this, like getting nude and running around the beach beforehand, or was it really the idea of surviving cancer, and I guess in a way being so close to death that you said, well, feck it, there's nothing not to live for now, given that I'm out the other side of it? Or were you always kind of a bit mental? Because you seem a bit mental, if you don't mind me saying.
I always have been a bit mental. I'm just a
Okay.
bit more mental now, to be
All
honest.
right, fair enough.
I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah, you see, that's it. If you get through the other side of it, I guess, Dee, rather than saying that you feel like a victim or that, you know, you're lamenting the fact that you're missing one boob, you're laughing about it and running around the beach.
Oh, we're celebrating it. We're all celebrating it. For everybody celebrating on, you know, it's emotional, but it's a huge celebration of being around and remembering people that aren't around. You know, not everyone makes it through.
Exactly.
But it's just, and we have a friend of mine who's an author, Sinead Hamill, has just written a book about the whole dip. It's called Dippers.
Nice.
Brilliant.
And
Very
it's
nice.
inspired by the dip. She's been at the 5 dips. And she's like a female Roddy Doyle.
Did she partake?
Oh, yes, every year.
Good.
Every year.
I'm glad to- I don't want any bystanders. You know what I mean? If you're going to this, I want you in there. But, Dee, let me ask you this. I find that younger adults, if you know what I mean, like people that are maybe in their late teens or early 20s, like particularly girls, as you say, have a lot of body issues. Is it mainly kind of older females you find? I know you said 85 is the higher end, but are you seeing more younger people as it goes on, or?
Yeah, as it goes on, we are, because we're trying to encourage. A lot of the women would have, you know, kids in their mid-20s and stuff like that, girls, and, you know, we're trying to show them that it's okay. And, you know, and when you go to the beach, like, there's people from the size 36 to a size 6,
You see
and people are running around saying, I thought I was big, or I thought I was thin.
I hear you.
And it's just, and the young girls, is just get up and do it.
Kira, are you
Do
going
an
to do
Nike.
it? Kira, come on.
Me,
How
would
you
I
gonna
do
do
it?
it?
Would I do
Yeah.
it? You know what? It's something that I would completely and utterly shy away from, obviously.
Really,
But
yeah.
I think that it's for such a good cause, and I think that, as you said, there's a lot of people there that are cancer survivors, and there's a lot of people there that are doing it in memory of people. And I think there's no better reason to do something like what you're doing, the dip in the nip, in whatever,
Absolutely.
for
Absolutely.
Avian's Pink Tie, which is an incredible charity. So I completely and utterly salute you.
Dee, can I ask you one more question before you go? Because I know you're busy, and I know you're probably in a way preparing, because I mean this is going to be a big undertaking. I mean,
There's
it's
a
already.
lot of preparation goes
I
on.
hear you.
The beauty
Absolutely.
salons are making a
Oh, I
fortune.
hear you. Absolutely. So listen, I feel this is already a win. I mean, we're hearing about maybe 300 people showing up, but you know what? The more the merrier. Let's not stop there. If there was anybody listening tonight, what is it that you'd say to them? Especially talk to them, you know, woman to woman, and all the, you know, address it, give them like all the doubts they may have. Dee, you tell them, you've done it all. Get them to show up. What would you say to them?
Okay, this is to everyone, young and old. Do a Nike, just do it. Grab life by the balls, be crazy, dare to be different, laugh till you pee, travel the world, and come with us on Saturday. And just, you'll be a different person coming out.
For God's sake, what
Well
more
done,
do you
Dee.
want?
And remember, if people want to check it out, Chris, you said earlier on www.kickingtheshiteoutofcancer.com.
Yeah.
And there's also a Facebook page, facebook.com/kickingtheshiteoutofcancer. But you've got an I Donate page as well, Dee, don't you?
Yes, we do, and that's www.idonate.ie/kicking the shite out of cancer.
Boom, there's a
go.
trend
Well, I make it easy for people.
That is very memorable. Listen, Dee Featherstone, thank you so much for coming on, and best of luck on Saturday, all right?
Thank you, guys, and we'll see you next year, Kira.
See you next year.